Hey guys, so in my last video, I told you I would probably be doing a video on a Yugoslavian M57. A lot of people know them as Takarevs. Um, this is one that I got through Century Arms in December of last year. Paid $350 for it. It was advertised as a crested model. So real quick, you can see on the top there the Yugoslavian crest as well as stars and some lettering on both grips. The grips are in excellent shape. So this was a CNR that I got through Century Arms. You'll notice that this looks like a TT33. This one is different because it's a Yugoslavian M57. The difference is the length of the grip here. On the TT33, they have an 8-round capacity magazine. The Yugoslavian M57 has a 9-round capacity magazine. Now what that does is that affords you more real estate for your grip, which makes it much more comfortable to hold, to shoot, just to to handle. So like I said, this is chambered in 7.62 by 25 Tokarev. By way of comparison, what I've got here is a few rounds. I've got a 9mm 7.62 by 25 Tokarev and a 38 special. You can notice this is drastically different. I mean, it's kind of a mishmash of both. It's really odd. But what's cool is you can still get this ammunition through PPU. They still sell that to a lot of retailers here in the States, and you can get this in a self-defense round. As a matter of fact, what I just showed you there, is out of this box. You can do some searching on the internet. You can find, where you can get this. So, show you a little bit more about it. So, CAI does their import markings here. It says CAI, looks like Georgia, Vermont, made in Yugoslavia, and then there's some words in Yugoslavian that I can't really pronounce, which is fine. You'll notice right off the bat it's very similar to John Browning's design. It's kind of pays homage to the 1911, really. When they imported these, because they didn't have safeties, you could either get you can find models with a safety that's either placed on the receiver that notches up into the slide, or the more desirable is a blade style safety. I don't know how well you can see that in the trigger here. It's actually notched. It's best way to describe it is it looks like a Glock safety. You'll also notice serial numbers on not only your barrel, but your slide and your frame. This is all matching. The only gripe I have about this one is it does have a frosted bore, but it does still have rifling there. I just haven't shot it yet to see what kind of condition it's actually in. Whether or not it's still a good shooter, which I suspect that it would be, but it may not. Oh, and by the way, this is unloaded. Always check your firearms to make sure they're unloaded prior to messing with them at all. It's just good safe practice. As a matter of fact, you can see down there, it's completely unloaded. Okay, so disassembly, very simple. There is a retaining clip here. You can usually get it with your thumbnail, or you can take one of the bullets and pull it back. One of the things you want to notice is don't pull it back past this first pin. That kind of holds in a lot of your guts in here. But once you pull that back, then you can press your takedown pin out, flip it over, grab that takedown pin, just pull it out. Very similar, like I said, to a 1911. Grab your whole slide, pull it forward. Take your recoil spring out. It's always a fun part. Get that out. Your retaining lug, take that off. Rotate your link down, and then just take and slide your barrel straight out the front. The barrel I don't know how you can see that. You probably can't. I'll try to insert a picture of the bore right up here, so you guys can see what that looks like. But overall, it's in great shape. I mean, I don't see any major rust spots. I don't see any major wear spots. It's just most likely this thing was, they shot some corrosive ammo through it. Oh, hammer assembly came out. Which is why a lot of them look the way they do. But anyway, it's real simple just to put these things back together. I mean, really no tools required. That's the beauty part of a lot of these guns. I don't know if you really want to carry this for self-defense, but you could. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just a little on the big side. But it's a cool 1911 style pistol. That's relatively cheap. Like I said, I paid $350 a year ago, but after I don't know what Aim Surplus is running theirs right now. I don't know what Century Arms, or not Century Arms, but Atlantic Farms is running theirs for. But you've got options. I mean, you can still get them, and if you got smaller hands, you can always opt for the Romanian or Chinese version. It's got the shorter grip. Since it's an M57, it just makes it unique. So only M57 mags are going to fit it, or one's designed for the M57 because it's a longer mag. But anyway, getting it back together is really simple. It's not hard. You just grab your pen, put it back in, flip it back over, take your retainer, make sure that pin's all the way in there for starters, like that. Push that back forward, and there you have it. Super simple design. One thing I didn't mention is it does have a mag safety. Pulling it all day long. If that mag's not in, it's not going to drop. So anyway, there you have it. Yugoslavian M57. Really cool little gun. Like I said, I'll try to put a link down in the description of Hickok 45's video where he talks about it. He gives you a lot more history behind it. I'm going to try to get this thing out, do some shooting with it, see how bad that frosting affects the accuracy. Hopefully not much, but if it does, one of the cool things, at least what I've been able to learn, and guys correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, is the TT33 barrels will fit the Yugoslavian M57. You can find those barrels still. As a matter of fact, I believe you can actually buy those barrels straight from Zastava. Now they're making a brand new model similar to this, but this is the CNR. That being said, there's a lot of other places you can get those M57, or not M57, but TT37 barrels from, and I'm almost 100% certain you can swap them out. Now granted, you might have to do a little bit of fitting, but it should be more or less a drop-in. So there you have it, Yugoslavian M57. If you guys like this video, be sure and hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends. It helps grow the channel so I can put out more cool stuff like this. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, you got any comments, feel free to comment in the section below. I'll try to be a little more timely with my responses. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day.